Here's how most engineering colleges work across the world. You join first year, second year, third year, everyone is doing the same generic computer science. Physics labs, chemistry practicals, some coding here and there. Fourth year maybe you get an elective in AI, maybe data science if you are lucky. But you graduate with a degree that says computer science and you know a little bit of everything, but a master of nothing. Polaris works completely different. Day one, not fourth year, not third year, not second year, not when you're almost done. Day one is when you pick up what you want to specialize in. AI, product, data science, cloud. You choose. And then everything, your entire curriculum, the projects you build, your mentors, your internships, all of it is designed around that one specializations. 3 options. Number 1, applied AI engineering. Number 2, product management and design. Number 3, cloud and big data engineering. Hi, I am Mukul from Polaris, and I know this undergrad decision really matters. So in the next 15 minutes, I'm breaking down all these 3 programs only and only for you. What you actually learn, what you will build, where you will work, and how to figure out which one is the right one for you. By the end of this video, you won't be confused. You'll know exactly where you fit. So let's get into it. Let's start with the one everybody keeps talking about. Applied AI engineering. Here's the one-line version. You learn to design, build and deploy AI systems that actually solve real-world problems starting year 1. Now, what actually matters? This is not some course where you sit through lectures about AI, not a few classes on machine learning, definitely not an elective that you take in 4th year. This is a 4-year deep dive into how AI actually works. You are building AI systems from scratch, understanding how LLMs function from scratch, learning deployment, production AI, the whole thing. Here's how the 4 years break down. Year 1, the seed year. First year is all about foundations. Everybody needs this stuff anyways. You will be learning programming fundamentals, mainly around Python, then data structures and algorithms, the DSA grind, which is the most important thing. Then you will also learn math for AI ML, the real math, linear algebra, calculus, probability, and then front-end development because your AI systems actually need interfaces. And lastly but not the least, database foundations. What will you actually build out of this? A personal finance tracker, a portfolio website, a mini search engine, your first open source contribution, or probably all of them. Pretty standard first year, right? But very different from how majority industry operates. Year 2, the growing year. Second year is where things start getting a little serious but very interesting. Because you'll start with full stack development because you need to build complete systems and not just models. Secondly, you'll start with data science foundations. Thirdly, you'll pick up Gen AI systems and architectures because you start working with actual AI here. Lastly, you'll start touching basic concepts of system design and deep learning architectures because now is the time when you start building some fundamentals for real product building. But what will you build in the second year? You can be building a sentiment analysis API, which is actual NLP stuff. You could be building an image classifier web app. You could be building an ML experiment tracker, or you could be building a real application from scratch. Now the third year is where it starts getting really serious because now you're playing high stakes. You start with Gen AI Studio, LLM and generative systems because you'll work with now large amount of data which can actually be used to train models. You start doing a lot of bits around AI infrastructure and ML ops because how you actually deploy this stuff really matters. And by the end of third year, there's a very good chance that you will be able to build stuff like an RAG powered support bot or a retrieval augmented generation engine or a fine-tuned domain model or an AI agent tool with actual use cases, intelligent agents. This is the stuff that companies are desperately hiring for right now. The year 4 is about launching what all you have learned over these 4 years. The 4th year you are embedded in the industry. Could be an AI company, research lab or your own startup. What will you build by the end of it? Search and rescue drone with AI? Production ML systems which are actually deployed out there, or open source ML contributions, or maybe industry immersion capstones. But where will you end up doing all of this? Career paths of AI engineering students look like this. You can be an AI ML engineer, you can be a software engineer, you can be an applied AI researcher, you can be an AI product engineer, you can be an ML platforms engineer, or you can be a Gen AI engineer. Companies like AI startups, Mang, research labs, or any AI first company would be very keen to hire you. AI ML engineers are among the highest paid fresh graduates. 12 to 25 lakh per year starting salaries, goes way higher with experience. But here's where your edge is. Most engineers learn AI as an add-on. They do regular CS, then maybe take an AI course. You learn AI as your foundation, while others are taking their first AI class in third year. You're building production level systems already by then. But who is this program really for? You should choose applied AI engineering if you are genuinely fascinated by how AI works. Not just that it works, but how it works. You actually want to build chatbots, LLMs, AI agents. You're curious about machine learning at a deep technical level. You want to be at the cutting edge. You want to be ahead of the curve. And I'll tell you who this is not for. If you're choosing AI just because it is hot right now, or everybody's talking about AI right now, please stop. This track is technically very deep, really deep. You will be working with math, algorithms, serious systems thinking. And if that excites you, good, but otherwise, this will not make you happy. And if that sounds exhausting, probably look at other tracks. No shame in that. Choose what is right for you, not just what is popular around you. Second track, which is the product management and design track, is our second specialization. In a single line, you learn to bridge the gap between technology and business. You build products that people actually want to use. And here is what makes this different. You're not just an engineer, you're also not a product manager. But what are you? You are actually a product builder, because you are the person who can code a feature yourself, understand if users actually want that feature, figure out how to make the product grow, and make smart business decisions around it. Most companies have PMs and engineers as completely separate roles. The best products get built when one person can think in both dimensions. And here's the big thing, students in this track can get up to a 1 CR grant to build their own startup. Not maybe someday you can start something. Actual structured support to launch a company while you're still studying in the campus. Yes, up to 1 CR INR. But here are how the 4 years works. Again, the same framework that we use in the first track. The first year is about seed, where you actually grow. First year, you will be learning the same foundations as everybody else. Same programming fundamentals, same data structures, same math for AI ML, same front-end development, same databases. Because these are the building blocks for a great product builder. But you will learn one extra thing, which is problem discovery and user research, because to build, first you need to know what to build and who is this useful for. This is where it starts feeling different. You're not just coding, you're learning to understand what users actually need. What you can build by the end of first year: a finance tracker, a portfolio website, probably a mini search engine, and probably a first open source PR that you can push through. The second year is about growing. In the second year, you start adding some bits of the prior tracks like full stack development or data science foundations or GenAI systems and system design. We also start acting up with product architecture and systems thinking, because now we might expect you to build a social media clone, a user research report with actual user interviews and analysis, and even analytics instrumentation. App dev is something which is absolutely expected out of you. The third year is about disruption. The third year is where this track really diverges away from the AI track. The courses: experimentation and product analytics, how to A/B test, how to measure what actually matters, and growth engineering and distribution about how products actually grow. Monetizations and business models become a big part of your curriculum, because making money using products is very important. You will be building products with growth loops, viral mechanics built in. You will be doing monetization experiments. You will be a technical product manager, and you will also have a VC studio capstone where you might be pitching to investors in your third year itself. The fourth year is about launching what you have built, because now we'll expect you to go for that 1 CR grant for your own startup. Products with more than 100,000 active users, real people using something you have built, technical content series, and industry immersion capstones where you end up working with companies as product managers, as full stack engineers, as product engineers, or probably growth engineers. If not, maybe AI product analyst, and at least an associate product manager. Companies will love to hire you, because product companies like Flipkart, Razorpay, Swiggy, Mang companies, startups, like they absolutely love this talent. And who knows, you might end up starting something of your own. 15-20 lakhs as a fresher salary is not really obnoxious or outrageous, because PMs at top companies can hit easily 30 to 35 lakhs within 2 years of work ex. And about that 1 CR grant, this is not just free money sitting there. This is not for everybody. You'll have to pitch your startup idea in year 3 or 4, and if you get selected, you can get up to 1 CR in funding to actually build it. AI credits to power your product, mentorship from actual founders and investors, legal, financial, operational, all support, the entire package, because you're not just learning how to build products. We want you to build one, and we want you to build that into a proper company, which is only for people who choose product management design. If you don't want to just code, you want to understand why you are building, what you are building, and where can it actually lead you to. You are interested in startups, entrepreneurship, you probably want to bridge tech and business, you care about users, growth, business models, not just technical stuff, but like real world stuff. You maybe want to start your own company someday. But there's a sect of people who this is not for. Some students will not like this because people who are pure techies or who only want to go deep into algorithms and systems, product is not really your thing. This track is also asking you to think beyond code. You are thinking about users, markets, growth, content, distribution. Now, if that sounds annoying instead of exciting, please choose AI or cloud is what my personal suggestion to you would be. Which brings us to our third track, which is cloud and big data engineering. Third specializations and one of the flagship ones. In a single line, you learn to master the infrastructure that powers the modern digital world. Let me put this in some perspective. Netflix serves millions of users streaming content right now. Amazon handles Black Friday traffic without crashing. Google processes billions of searches every single day. Hotstar allows you to watch your IPL match seamlessly. The answer behind that is infrastructure, cloud systems, data pipelines, distributed architecture. Now somebody has to build that. Somebody has to maintain that. Who does it? That's called a cloud engineer. The track is actually about understanding how systems work when they're actually at sizable scale. Now students in this track can get up to $10,000 in cloud credits over 4 years. That's like 10 lakh rupees, almost 10 lakh rupees in Indian terms. AWS, GCP, Azure, like these are clouds of Amazon, Google and Microsoft. You actually get real money to build stuff and experiment on these real life cloud environments. Most students can't afford to mess around on AWS. You can because you have free credits from Polaris. Here are how the 4 years break down in this program. In the first year, similar stuff as programming fundamentals, data structures, math, front-end development, databases, yes, all of that, the basic building blocks. But one thing extra, like we said, distributed systems fundamentals, which is very cloud specific. You'll end up building a personal finance tracker, a portfolio website, a mini search engine, or a first open source PR, like all your other batchmates. In the year 2, you'll start doing newer and a little more different stuff. Apart from full stack development, data science foundations or Gen AI systems, you'll also start going deep into cloud architecture and infrastructure as code, the real cloud specific stuff. Because now we'll be expected you to be building some automated ETL pipelines, cloud hosted web apps, database benchmarking tools, and real apps as deliverables, live apps working in real life. And in third year, the cloud track goes really deep. Because now you will be surrounded by courses like data modeling, storage systems, streaming of batch data and processing that real time, observability and reliability engineering, which is like keeping systems running when they're serving millions of people, like traffic handling and system scaling. Because all of this will be required when you go out and build real-time data pipelines, fault-tolerant storage systems, monitoring dashboards, large-scale data processors. And quickly enough, you'll reach year 4, where you are now embedded in a cloud team or a data engineering org. By now, you would have built automated testing suites, big data pipelines at scale, which actually handle millions of people, if not billions. Open source infrastructure tools, you learn that. Industry immersions, you'll experience them. And once you do all of this well, it is not very hard for you to land up a role as a data engineer or a cloud engineer or a site reliability engineer or an ML platforms engineer. Infrastructure jobs are only going to grow much higher after AI adoption in the world. And companies like Mang absolutely love this role. Flipkart, Razorpay, banks, e-commerce, like all these systems, all these platforms which have a lot of traffic. 15 to 20 lakhs as a fresher salary, not really hard, because SREs at top companies can hit 25 to 40 lakhs within 2 years. And by the way, about those $10,000 cloud credits, this is really special. Normally, experimenting on cloud platforms costs real money, and as a student, you should not be worried about them. You can't really learn AWS or GCP without spending and without playing around with them, and they're not theory, they're practical. If you do well, Polaris will give you up to $10,000 of credits spread over 4 years to deploy real applications, to actually experiment with data pipelines, with architectures, to break things while you learn and be not guilty about it. All on real cloud infrastructure, not just simulations. The actual thing on actual AWS, on actual GCP, on actual Azure, on actual clouds of Microsoft, Amazon and Google. Choose cloud and big data engineering if you are excited by how systems work under the hood. If you want to understand how Netflix streams to millions, how Amazon handles crazy scales, you're interested in infrastructure and distributed systems and data pipelines, and you like building systems that literally never sleep, never break down, never crash, this is for you. And if you're curious about how systems are so reliable, you'll love this even more. If you're more interested in building user-facing products or getting deep into AI algorithms, this is not the best thing for you. Because cloud engineering is about being the dark knight. It's the invisible infrastructure. It is powerful, it's critical, makes everything work, but it's behind the scenes. It's also a little thankless. And that is why if you want to build flashy AI products or consumer apps that people see and interact with, choose AI or choose product, they will make you happier. Okay, so you have heard about all the three. Let me put them side by side so that you can actually see the difference. Number one, AI track. You will be studying RAG chatbots, fine-tuned LLMs, AI agents that can also do tooling, and some ML systems running in production. Whereas on the product track, you will be building full products with real users, growth experiments, A/B testing, viral loops, some bit of content distribution, and monetization, literally building the beta version of your startup. In the cloud track, you will be building data pipelines which handle like millions of users, cloud infrastructure, distributed systems, reliable engines, and scalable engineering tools. In terms of where you might be working after these tracks, like AI track leads you to companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Mang AI teams, AI research, startups, anywhere probably. On the product track, you will mostly go to product companies and product startups, Flipkart, Swiggy, product teams of Microsoft, Amazon, Google startups, or maybe start your own company. Cloud track, probably like every company which has like millions of users. Also cloud providers like AWS and GCP, Azure, Mang companies, like they're like absolute hotbeds for you to apply. Talking about special perks, in AI you get to work directly with leading AI companies. In product track, you get up to a 1 CR grant plus AI credits, and in cloud infrastructure, you get up to $10,000 of cloud credits. How technical are they? Probably AI engineering is the most technical because that's deepest into math and algorithms. Cloud engineering comes the next because it's heavy on systems and design and architecture. Product engineering is technical, but it's more business facing, it's more consumer facing, it's more real world. And look, the least technical does not mean easy. Product is just different skills. You are coding a plenty, but you're also thinking about users and business. It's a different sport altogether. In terms of business thinking, least business to most business, I think AI engineering is purely tech focused, that won't really have business elements. So does cloud engineering, although some bit of monetization and operational thinking because you'll be optimizing spends on clouds. And product engineering is the highest because that's like tech and business combined. In terms of career flexibility, all gives you all kinds of options, but predominantly AI can lead you to move into general software engineering, research, ML roles. Product will lead you to a full stack engineer or a full stack builder, or a product manager, or as a tech founder also. And cloud track will move you to backend engineering, data engineering, DevOps, SREs, like the typical system roles. The first year more or less is like 80% same. Like fundamentals are same, just the specializations are different. Programming, DSA, front-end databases, like everybody has to learn those foundations in order to do the specializations well. Specializations really start kicking in the second year onwards. Now you'd obviously want to learn how to choose your specialization because that is the $1 million question out here. The most important part of how you actually decide this is that don't pick up the wrong reasons to choose. Don't say AI is hot right now, so I will do AI. Wrong. My parents think product sounds safe because it has business and technology both in it. Wrong. Cloud sounds boring because compared to AI, it is nothing. Absolutely wrong. I don't know, so I'll just pick whatever. Absolutely the worst reason possible. Don't do these things, you'll actually end up hurting yourself. The right way to think about picking up specializations is this. If you want to do AI, choose AI because you're genuinely curious about how machine learning actually works, how automations and how future actually looks. Think about class 12 math, linear algebra, calculus, probability. If that stuff was interesting to you, AI will interest you and that is your sign. If you want to build systems that think, you want to understand how ChatGPT actually works, or you're okay spending all your 4 years going super deep into one technical area, AI is actually for you. Very simple test. Would spending 4 years understanding how AI models learn and make decisions without you, if that is exciting, AI is for you. For product. Now, if you're curious about product, choose product if you care about why you are building something. Who will actually use it? Not just about how will you build it. If you think that you have in yourself your tech capabilities, your growth capabilities, as well as your business acumen, you should do this. If you want to start your company someday, you should pick product. If you want the flexibility to be an engineer or move into product management later, product is for you. Simple test. Would building a product, getting real users, figuring out growth, starting your company, monetizing it, does all of this excite you? If yes, absolutely the product track is for you. Now the third track, which is the cloud track, you should choose cloud only if you're fascinated by how large systems work when they are running at massive scale. If you want to understand the infrastructure that powers Netflix, Jio Hotstar, Amazon, Google, Uber, you are interested in reliability, performance, you want to understand why the systems do not crash after all these millions of users every day, if that is where you are interested in, I think you will have a good time studying cloud. Simple test, if you want to understand how to operate at scale, that excites you, yes, cloud track is for you. And if you're still confused, that is okay. Here is a much simpler way. Think about what you have enjoyed before. Forget what you will do tomorrow. If you have enjoyed problem solving, math problems, algorithmic thinking, cheat code. Your mind is giving you the hint that you enjoy AI. If you enjoyed building things that people use, and if you are a curious engineer, product is for you. If you enjoyed understanding scale and size, that excites you, you might like cloud. Think about where you want to see yourself in 5-10 years. Working at an AI research lab or cutting edge AI startup, AI track. If you want to build your own company, work as a product leader, work at the intersection of as a business leader, again product track. But if you want to lead infrastructure at tech giants, the cloud engineering and data science is for you. But if you are still not sure, talk to people. That never fails. The current Polaris students are on LinkedIn. Reach out to them, ask them about their experience. They have done internships in all these 3 domains across different companies, across different countries. Attend info sessions if you can. Ask questions during your admission interview. The faculty will help you figure it out. Because here's some good news for you. First year is mostly common across all tracks. You're not logged in immediately. You have some time to explore. The Polaris teams, the Polaris faculty, the Polaris students can actually help you guide basis on your interest and how you are doing. And that is why don't stress about making the perfect choice right now. Because there's a lot of stuff which is common across all the 3. Before we close, let's talk about what is the same across all the 3 specializations. Because there's a lot of commonalities. 5,000 hours of hands-on coding in all of them. Massive amounts of actual coding in all of them. Building real stuff from day one, all of them. Industry mentors, industry interactions, guest lectures, all of them. All the tracks have mentors from big companies like Google, Amazon and other tech companies, all of them. These aren't college professors, these are practitioners and industry people. These are professionals who will come and be always around you. Internships from the first year, appreciated in every single track. Real companies, real work, real stipends, real ecosystems, real learnings, real projects, real CVs, all of them. Open source, all of them. All tracks encourage open source contributions. Google Summer of Code, Summer of Bitcoin, Linux Foundation mentorship. You'll do that in every single track. Polaris students are known for making sizable contributions and get selected in global competitive programs like Google Summer of Code, Summer of Bitcoin, LFX. It's a culture of excellence and you will see a lot of people across all tracks winning those accolades. By the way, there's a fully residential campus because all students live on campus in Bangalore, especially in the first year because it's part of the experience. Peer learning is as important as self-learning. All tracks also, in addition to basic curriculum, they get technical interview prep, resume reviews, portfolio building, mock interviews, networking opportunities, guest lectures, industry sessions. All of them are there for everybody. All the tracks also have the same eligibility. You should be in class 12, PCM has to be mandatory. You should have cleared PAT, JEE or SAT with like high scores and you should have cleared the interview. And if you also want to apply for scholarships, all tracks are eligible for MRSC scholarship where you can get up to an 8 lakh waiver plus a MacBook, a Women in Tech where you get a 5 lakh plus an iPad, leadership scholarship of up to 4 lakhs, merit waivers and excellence waivers. All of that is there for everybody. Now it's up to you. It's the decision time. You have heard about all of them 3. Now what do you want to do? Step 1, eliminate what you're not interested in. If you know AI math sounds boring, cross out AI. You are left with product and cloud. If you know you don't care about business, forget product. You are left with AI and cloud. If infrastructure sounds dry, cross out data science and cloud engineering. You are AI or product. Process of elimination really helps. Step 2, between the remaining, ask yourself the key question: AI versus product, tech or business. If you only want to do tech and nothing else, AI is your calling. If you want to do both, product is your calling. For AI versus data science and cloud, if you want to focus only on AI ML, that's your answer. But if you want to focus on systems, cloud and data is your answer. For product versus cloud, it's very simple. Do you want to be user facing or do you want to be a backend infrastructure person? If backend, cloud and data science, otherwise product. And step 3, the most important thing, long term. Think, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years? Building AI models, building your own company and owning products, or building sizable infrastructure and sizable systems. Accordingly, take the track that is most suitable for it. 4th step is very simple, that you should not be stressing a lot because there is no wrong choice. All of these 3 tracks take you to like very rewarding careers, great companies, great peers, great development. It's not about they're bad or they're good. It's about what excites you. You are good, you want to find a branch or a track which is good for you. When you apply to Polaris, you'll anyway select your preferred specialization and you have some time to do that. It's not a decision of today. You do not have to do it immediately. You can discuss this during your interview. You can discuss it during your counseling sessions. Our teams will help you identify your strengths and weaknesses and accordingly take the right choice. The bottom line is you have to start thinking about which tracks might be interesting for you, because it is not about which of the track is right or wrong. The question is which track is right for you. Hi, this is Mukul. Thank you for watching this and I wish you all the best and see you soon.